Problems at home, loss of appetite, or even sleepless nights? Get it off your chest.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is the morning for that. Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Welcome to episode, I have no idea of the wake-up call. I should have been counting them. From my very first day, I should have been counting them. 365 plus 365 plus 365, 369. It would have been like 1,000 something. Actually, no, far less than that. Come on, man. Only 5 days a week. Anyways, good morning and welcome to the wake up call. This morning is your morning. If you want to get something off your chest, you hit us up at 4301043. That's the WhatsApp number to send your voice notes. Clean, precise, to the point. And make sure that there's no noise in the background, all right? So if you have on your radio before you record a voice note, please turn it down or turn it off for just a couple seconds, all right? Make sure you're not saying anything that will get you or us into trouble. As a matter of fact, we wouldn't even play. You understand? All right? So before you record all of that, okay? And nothing too insulting either. Otherwise, you will get into trouble this morning. And I just might need to get something else off my chest this morning. Yes, and we don't want that. All right? So we're going to take you up until the 10 o'clock hour this morning. You can also call us when the lines are open at 457-1043. You can also hit us up on Facebook at Extreme 104 SVG. All right? We're also live on YouTube and Twitch. So get to liking, sharing, commenting, and of course, subscribing. Yeah, man. Click. Then we're going to get to the greetings and the good mornings and what's not. So good morning to all the folks across the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. From the north to the south and the east and the west. Good morning to the folks who are listening in the rest of the region. Good morning to the folks in the rest of the world, US, UK, Canada, Asia, Africa. Good morning to you. Speaking of Africa, it's a long time I ain't hear from my friend Mexon, man. Mexon, what's up? What's happening? You're throwing away, boy. What the work? Things rough. All right. So on Wednesdays, we get things off our chest. Whatever has been bothering you for some time, whether it's at home, at work, at school, on the road, down by the market, in the van, wherever. Whatever it is, all right? You hit us up and you let us know and we discuss that. A couple of things have been trending overnight here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But at this time, I'm going to zone in on two things more specifically, all right? If you're listening via 88.5 or 104.3, www.x104fm.com, your favorite app, good morning to you and welcome to the Wake Up Call. You've got DJ Jose inside to take care of you, as well as yours truly, Crystal. Good morning, Sion. Good morning, Sion. How are you doing this morning? All right. Good morning to all the minibus drivers and conductors. Good morning to all the folks who are working down there at the vegetable market and various markets across the entire island. Good morning to the folks in the Grenadines, especially good morning to Union Island. Good morning to you. Yes, I'm going to Union Island this morning here. First segment. That's one of the two. Good morning to all the teachers. Good morning to all of our security officers, whether they're working public or private. Iris VGPF, good morning to you. Good morning to all the folks who are just going home from that 12-hour shift that ended at 6 o'clock. Good morning to you. Good morning to all the folks who are just starting their 12-hour shift at 6 o'clock. Good morning. If you're working with a private institution, so you don't have to work from 6 to 6. Good morning to you as well. Good morning to all of our self-employed individuals, persons in the media who are listening. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And last but not least, good morning to all of our bankers, especially those at CIBC First Caribbean International Bank and those at the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That is number 2 this morning. I will do that 1 second. First and foremost, what is going on with the SVG 5 Balliceaux vessel. Yesterday we learned that 4 individuals injured in a vehicular accident in Union Island had to be airlifted to St. Vincent and the Grenadines for medical care. 4 individuals with various injuries had to be airlifted in a chartered flight to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Reading that article there, it was highlighted that the vessel that was bought with the funds of our own, no loan, no asking, none of that. Our own money bought a vessel. It was received in October of 2020, so just a year. Prime Minister at the time bragged and boasted that, hey, we're able to purchase a vessel to transport persons who need medical care from the Grenadines to the mainland. Bragged and boasted again that the CBI program had nothing to do with that. Has that vessel been commissioned as yet? Where is it? Why do persons from the Grenadines still, even though we have a vessel, it has been bought and paid for by monies belonging to St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Where is it? Is it ready? Are the persons who were to be trained, because it had to get oxygen tanks, it had to be outfitted with other items, the people who are supposed to be operating the vessel, where is Balliceaux? Not the island, the vessel. The vessel that should have been transporting, which might have taken about an hour between Union Island and mainland St. Vincent. Where is it? People who are operating or supposed to operate that, they were supposed to be trained. Have they been trained as yet? Where is the vessel? And if it's not ready as yet, what is the holdup? Does something else drastic have to happen in the Grenadine Islands for, I don't know, the action from purchasing it to commissioning it to it being available for use? Does something else drastic have to happen in the Grenadines before it's ready for use? What is the holdup if it's not there? And if it is ready as yet, if it is ready, how come it wasn't used to transport these individuals who sustained injuries in an accident in Union Island yesterday and needed to come to mainland St. Vincent for medical care? Luckily, these people could have afforded to charter a flight to mainland St. Vincent. Imagine if that were not so. What would they have done? Interesting, huh? I wonder where it is. But I'll find out, man. I'll find out. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Wake Up Call. It's a Wednesday. We're going to get things off our chest. Number two. And this one came expectedly, but equally as a shocker. Yesterday, I learned that CIBC, First Caribbean International Bank, is up to be acquired in several Caribbean islands by the indigenous banks of those islands. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it is the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So soon and very soon, once the sale or purchase is approved, CIBC, First Caribbean International Bank, will be no more in SVG. I could just imagine how customers of that bank feel right now. I can just imagine how employees of that bank feel right now, as well as customers and employees of Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Let me take you back a bit. And I have a lot of questions about this. We learned that RBTT went through a similar process. I'm not even sure where RBTT stands right now. Barclays, I believe, was the very first to leave the Caribbean. And I'll take you through a bit of history of CIBC, all right? But I'm just listing out all the banks here. So it was Barclays, and then we heard of things going on with RBTT. And then it was Scotiabank. Gone. Been here for a number of years, but gone now. Bought over by a bank in the Caribbean. Now it's CIBC's turn again. So CIBC's history a bit here. First of all, I grew up in that bank. I worked there as well. 7 years. It was first down at, you know where Gecko is right now. Yeah, man. Some good times, good times. And then Barclays was up for sale. So CIBC at the time bought Barclays. Barclays left. And CIBC became First Caribbean International Bank. So then they moved up to where Barclays used to be, which is where they are now. But there was a bit of a share issue in between there. So CIBC bought some more shares. Barclays was gone for good. Then it became, as CIBC was the majority shareholder, CIBC First Caribbean International Bank. And that's how it's been since. Over the years, we have been seeing quite a bit of changes with that bank and within the banking sector in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Particular term that you might have heard, de-risking. So this comes as no surprise, but I'm still shocked. There might have been previous attempts at sale of the bank because things in St. Vincent ain't that good for these major commercial banks who are seeing profits to the roof in Canada and other countries, only to have to come to the Caribbean to get a little bit of profit. To them, it makes no sense. Then all the red tapes, the money laundering, the criminal financing, and all them little things. I mean, they can't really fight up with all of that for this little drop of money. Previous attempts at sale might have fallen through, if there were any. And now we are here. As a customer, how do you feel of either of the banks? As an employee, how do you feel of either of the banks? Good morning to all the employees of CIBC First Caribbean. Plenty I could share now, but I wouldn't. Plenty I can share, but I wouldn't. But let's just say it's been tough. Extremely tough. Just the other day, I was talking about the online banking framework within St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Comparing those of all, well, the ones that I know. And people would have chipped in and shared their views on who they thought was the best and who they thought was good and some of the challenges. Now, both banks have their own advantages. There are reasons why some people would choose one over the other. But many questions are going through the minds of customers and employees of both banks. Old people always say, listen, when you get your eggs, put them in different baskets. But look at where we are now. Two of the baskets then becoming one. Back to square one. What is going to happen to the account that is being held by a CIBC customer? It's automatically going over. First of all, the sale has to be approved by the regulatory authorities. But it's frightening. Another bank, another commercial bank is leaving. And I feel like they want to leave a long time ago. They wanted to leave a long time ago. Is it that the economy is so bad that they are finding it hard to make money, or they're not making enough money? I remember thinking one year when I was hearing of the profits, comparing from one year to the next. I was like, wait, but they're still profitable this year? Like, what is a big hurrah? You're still making money. These people like to make a lot of money. So is it that the profits aren't big enough? It is not feasible? We have a culture here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines where we love to save. There was a period in time where the local banks were struggling. Too liquid, too much cash, not enough people borrowing. Generally speaking, we don't really like to borrow. We might have a business idea. We might want to do something, but we rather save up the money, generally speaking. Some people might complain about the red tape. It is just too difficult in these commercial banks. Might be easier somewhere. But generally speaking, we love to put up with money. Various banks made changes that people were upset about. There is a problem within the banking sector of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Maybe we have too many banks for such a small island, for such a small economy. But at one time, wasn't it all well and good? I wonder how the government feels about another bank. And listen, CIBC First Caribbean International Bank is not leaving the entire Caribbean. They only live in certain countries. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is one of them. St. Kitts and Nevis is another. You know, they're staying in St. Lucia. They're not moving from St. Lucia, you know. They're staying there. Barbados is not one of them. We have to ask ourselves why too. They're not making enough money in St. Vincent. The 2% levy tax on savings is too high. Too much taxes. Too much red tape. It is crazy. Another one will leave our shores. And I know for a fact that a lot of customers are not happy this morning. Some of you are just learning. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. But quite possibly in the next coming months, once the sale, acquisition, or purchase has been approved, we will have to say goodbye to CIBC First Caribbean International Bank. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Some employees might be happy, some employees might be sad, some employees might be completely confused. Not sure what is going to happen. What is going to happen to specific roles? Are they going to hire everybody that's been working at the bank? I know it will be an automatic transfer of savings and loans, but what is going to happen to our debit cards? What is going to happen to our I know CIBC has special accounts. What is going to happen to that? Like, what is going to happen? What? It's not an easy time in St. Vincent and the Grenadines at all, at all, at all. What is going to happen to the internet banking? That going to? Both banks are excellent banks, by the way. And there are lots of people who have eggs in both baskets for different reasons. But now that the two shall become, like they're getting married, but they're not really getting married because one going and one is staying. So it's like one just the other one. What will we do? Who's next? Wait a minute. That's it. Who's next? Or is that the last one? Is that the last commercial bank? De-risking is a real thing. Commercial banks are leaving the Caribbean left, right, and center. Minimizing, eliminating the risk of conducting business in the Caribbean. Because it is a high risk. Because because we are in the Caribbean. We're not in the jurisdiction of Canada, the US, or UK. Which means in terms of anti-money laundering and the anti-criminal financing, they would have to do a lot more. But you see where that puts us in terms of our ability to perform certain transactions. I wonder how the Minister of Finance, Camilo Gonzalez, feels about this. Up to this day, we're still waiting on PayPal. And instead of improvements, 2 steps back. As a customer, I feel really sad. I feel really sad, man. You can send your comments at on our WhatsApp machine 4301043. You can also send your comments on Facebook at Extreme 104 SVG. Let me see if we have time. We got 3 minutes. But I will continue with this. I will continue between 7 and 7:30. All right. If you want to get anything off your chest at all, you hit us up and let us know. But CIBC going. Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines will acquire CIBC once the transaction is approved by the regulatory authorities. Let's say good morning to Highly Favored Child. Good morning to DJ Kabuli. Good morning to Susie. Good morning, Anne. Anne said to enjoy my day. It's hard to enjoy my day this morning, man. It's hard to enjoy my morning. All right. Susie is making a comment on the boat issue in Grenadines there. Grenadines people already know that boat wasn't for us. After all, we NDP. Hey! You may or may not be onto something. All right. Kathy says good morning as well on the Facebook. Good morning to Susan. Yes. Good morning to Shay. Let's say good morning to folks on the WhatsApp as well. I will leave the comments on the banking for after 7 o'clock. Good morning to Joanna. Joanna, he is all well and good. Not here. That's all I can say right now. We're going to end the broadcast on Facebook. No, you want to hear what the WhatsApp people have to say? All right. Good morning to Nisha. Good morning to Pets. Pets, have a wonderful day. Pet, I know what you are going to do. and where you are going at this time. Crystal, have a great day. I'm walking, going to the gym, and I'm listening to your program. Love you, son Vincent. Stay strong in St. Vincent. All right, all right, all right. Good morning, Pets. Good morning to Kurt. Good morning, Denver. Says it's that day to get it off your chest. Enjoy your day today. Thank you so much. Some greetings there. We'll leave the greetings for last. Good morning, Roseanne, as well. All right. So when we come back, we will hit you up with your X News and your local weather report as we head on up to the 7 o'clock hour this morning. It's a wake up call, and it is definitely a wake up call for the banking sector in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yeah. Slowly but surely, I am getting upset. Good morning, Bertie. How you doing this morning? Upset, disappointed, but what can be done? What to do?